Big Six indeed. Welcome, 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 everybody. I am your host, Rizwan, bringing to you the Sports Spotlight, just like every Sunday morning. Most Sunday mornings, maybe not every Sunday morning. Once in a while, we are allowed to have an absence, but most Sundays of the year, we are here with everything and anything from the world of sports right here on Radio Azad, where your voice matters. 972 501 9390 is the studio number. If you want to give me a holler, if you've got anything on your mind, especially cricket related, there's a lot of good stuff happening in the world of cricket. I said especially because at 10:45, Shep's going to be joining me as per the usual. We're going to be diving into largely the football world, but we're going to touch on a few other things, a few other major things happening in the world of sports. But again, as always, the spotlight will shine on various aspects of the wide world of sport. Hey, can I say wide world of sport? Has that been patented? I don't know. I guess I'll find out. The lawyers will find out, right? Okay. Well, as I said, as per usual, the spotlight is shining brightly, brightly on the cricket oval right now. So let's get into it. There's so much that's happening in the world of cricket. Let's start off with real quick. I'm going to try to time box myself to about 5 minutes on this one. A series going on between the West Indies and South Africa. The West Indies and South Africa. It's a T20I series, just a 3-match series. But boy, there have been some fireworks here, man. Sorry about that. Yes, we were out for the freeze, but it wasn't just a freeze. I got sick last Sunday. So even if we were not frozen here, I would not have been able to make it out to the studio. Just woke up Sunday morning not feeling well, and that persisted at least until Wednesday. I think the fever broke Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I spent with a lot of congestion. Most of that has cleared up. Just a latent cough that I'm sure is going to clear up in another day or two. But here we are. Life marches on, as does the sports spotlight. All right. So we're talking about this West Indies, South Africa, our friends, neighbors. West Indies in that first. What are we doing, man? Sorry. ESPN Crick Info appears to be having problems. Got it. Here we go. All right. So the West Indies batted first in that first match and put up 173 at a loss of 7. It's not terrible. It's not great. The way they went around it, though, that was a little disappointing, right? So top of the order, didn't do a whole lot. Brandon King, 27 for 16, had a good start before he was bowled out, taken out by Bosch. Johnson Charles was the other opener, and he was gone at 13 off of 9. Matthew Ford, the one down, 16 for 12. Sherfan Rutherford, the 2 down, came in and left at 6 off of facing 6 deliveries. And a lot of Ben King, bowled. Johnson Charles, bowled. Rutherford, bowled. Roston Chase, the captain, came in, and he was gone, bowled out by Lind after scoring 22 off of 18. If it were not for the 4-down man, Hetmeyer, and the 5-down man, Rodman Powell, coming in and doing a little bit of damage toward the end, it could have been really bad because, again, the top guys were scoring, every one of them having a triple-digit strike rate, but wickets were falling. But in the end, with the 10 extras, West Indies were able to put up 173 at a loss of 7. Fairly respectable. George Lind took 3 wickets for the South African side, but South Africa chased it down very, very easily. I mean, it was never going to be much of a challenge. The captain, Markram, came in as one of the openers and just absolutely just demolished. Ended up scoring 86 off of 47, not out, strike rate of 182, 9 4s and 3 6s, and just carried them to that victory. Before the end of the 18th over, they caught him at a loss of only one wicket, 176 to 173. South Africa wins this one. And we were thinking, well, here we go. Well, we might have been right, but not the way we went there. Second match that started last Thursday. Well, took place last Thursday, right? This one, the West Indies batted first. And boy, they came in with intent. They came in with hurt feelings. They came in with all the feels and left it all on the field. Man, oh man, they put up 221 in their 20 overs at a loss of only 4 wickets. Brandon King this time almost got to that half century, 49 off of 30 as the opener before he was gone. Strike rate of 163, 5 4s and 3 6s. Shai Hope, the captain, didn't do so well. 4 off of 7. He was gone, but they learned something from the first match. Instead of being 4 down, Shimron Hetmeyer came in at 1 down when Hope fell. When Hope fell, there was still hope because Hetmeyer came in and boy, oh boy, he was on again. This day ended up scoring 75 off of 42 deliveries faced, 8 4s, 3 6s, strike rate of 178. And then while Rovman Powell did not do so well, bowled out by Maharaj after scoring only 2 off of 8 deliveries. Sherfane Rutherford came in after that and 57, got himself a half century off of just 24 deliveries, 5 4s, 6 6s. And Romario Shepherd also got 17 off of 10 with a 4 and a 6 at the tail end, carrying West Indies to 221. 221. You think this is safe, but unfortunately, against that South African side, that was not safe. Aiden Markram and Quinton de Kock opened up. One of them did really well. The other one did not. Markram was gone after scoring only 15 off of 12 deliveries, a single boundary, and a single maximum. But boy, oh boy, Quinton de Kock and then Ryan Rickleton, who came in after Markram fell pretty early in the 3rd over, I think he fell. But that partnership of Quinton de Kock and Ryan Rickleton carried South Africa to 189 in the 15th over when Quinton de Kock fell at 115 off of just 49 deliveries, 6 4s and 10 6s. 10 6s. Yes, this was classic Quinton de Kock. It's amazing how well he's almost a career renaissance, right? After some down years, but man, oh man, he is on, and he was on that day. 115 off of 49 deliveries, 6 4s, 10 6s, and Rickleton ended up with 77 not out at 36 deliveries with 9 4s and 3 6s, carrying South Africa before the end of the 18th over to reach that target of 222. It's the way they were playing that day with 3 full overs and 3 more deliveries. 2 full overs and 3 deliveries left. They might have flirted with 250 if that's what was required, the way they were batting that day. Just a very, very disappointing loss for West Indies. And, you see this in cricket, that momentum carry over. But the loss of losing a match like this, right, will just deflate you. Well, it did not deflate West Indies. That last match that took place yesterday, the 3rd one, was shortened by rain in Johannesburg, was shortened by rain to 10 overs each side. West Indies score 114 at a loss of 3. 114 at a loss of 3 in 10 overs, leaving South Africa a tough target. They ended up needing, because of the DLS method, they needed 125 to win in 10 overs on their side. And the West Indies were actually able to hold South Africa to 118, winning this one and saving being whitewashed by holding them to 118, 7 runs below the target, winning the third, and saving face. This is a perfect example of don't let, failure happens. Failure happens to anyone at any point in life. If you've lived, you've experienced failure. There's no one who has not. But how you let that failure affect you and what you do with it, how you motivate yourself to be better, or let that just consume you and fall down fall further down, right? That is what the difference is between those with mental fortitude and those who need to work on it. The West Indies, after that deflating loss, they came back and man, they put up a good score and then they put up a good fight and won themselves a match. All right, friends, I got to tell you real quick about the Mandalay Collection. The Mandalay Collection, as soon as... Here we go. All right. Because that happened yesterday. You missed out. So next time you want to be on it. Yesterday, between noon and 5 at the Nilo Hotel, the Mandalay Collection took place. I've been telling you about it for weeks and weeks and weeks. So it was a great, great success. Happened, just between noon and 5, I believe, is when it happened. All manner of 18 to 21 karat gold set with Burmese gemstones and diamonds, rubies, sapphires, emeralds. It was a great, great success. And next time it happens, you don't want to miss it. All right. Let's get into, speaking of whitewashing, right? What do we want to... No, you know what? I'll save that for when we come back from the break. Let's talk about the... do we have time? Yeah. Let's do this. The New Zealand tour of India that ended yesterday with the last match, the 5th T20I. We've talked about it started with ODIs that India, after winning the first, they lost the second to New Zealand, and then New Zealand absolutely destroyed, maybe not destroy, scoring 337 and then holding India to 296, winning by 41 runs, winning the third ODI and winning the ODI series 2-1. And then the T20I series started last week. I think we touched on it. India came in a little angry. They, in the first T20I, they put up 238, and then New Zealand was all done at 190, put up a decent fight, but nowhere close. India winning that by 48 runs. The second T20I took place on Friday, so this is where we were, and India had won that one after giving up 208 to New Zealand. They chased him down easy with 28 balls remaining at a loss of only 3 wickets. They caught the target of 209. So that's where things were. That third T20I took place on Sunday. And India, if you thought that they had chased down the target of 208 easily, this time they had a target of 153, and they chased that down with 8 wickets remaining at the end of the 10th over, 155 to 153, winning the series 3-0. After that, it was just just going through the motions, right? The series is over, but New Zealand is a proud franchise. And again, it's how you let losses like that affect you. And every match is its own thing, every play is its own thing. And New Zealand embodies that way of thinking. Came in, batted first in that fourth match, and put up 215 at a loss of 7. And this time, they were able to get India all out at 165, winning the match by 50 runs. And the fifth one that took place yesterday, it's just, it was a delight to watch for a cricket fan. This is a T20I match, mind you, T20I, 20 overs. India batted first. And how do we want to go about doing? Okay, let's do this. So Abhishek Sharma and Sanju Samson were the openers. Sharma scored 30 off of just 16 balls before he was bowled out by Ferguson. 4 fours and 2 sixes. Sanju Samson, 6 for 6. He was done. But the one down who came in when Sanju Samson fell, Ishan Kishan, got himself a century, 103 off of just 43 deliveries with 6 fours and 10 sixes. Strike rate of 239. And the captain himself, Sky, Surya Kumar Yadav, who came in at 2 down, got himself a half century, 63 off of just 30 deliveries, strike rate of 210. Hardik Pandya came in after him, strike rate of 247, 42 off of 17 with 1 4 and 4 sixes. All in all, India scored 271 runs at a loss of 5. 271. New Zealand, no slouch themselves. They came in, and it's an insurmountable target, right? But hey, you got to try. And try they did. Tim Seifert did not do much as the opener, 5 off of 3. But Finn Allen as the other opener, 80 off of 38 deliveries with 8 fours and 6 sixes before he was done. Rachin Ravindra tried his best, 30 off of 17, 2 fours, 2 sixes, but he was gone. Glenn Phillips, disappointing day, 7 off of 6 before he was gone. Daryl Mitchell, 26 off of 12, but then bowled out by Arshdeep Singh. All in all, Ish Sodhi toward the end made a really nice cameo, 33 off of 15, 1 4, 3 sixes, 220 strike rate. But all in all, 271 was never going to be achievable, but New Zealand put up an okay fight. 225 total for them with 2 deliveries to spare when they got done. Losing by 50, but man, oh man, put up 225 against what seemed like an insurmountable target. And 46 total runs was the loss. And in the end, India wins this series 4-1 and flex their T20 muscle once more. All right. What else do we have happening? There's on Friday, the women's Super Smash finished up with, let's see, I think the Well women ended up winning by 5 wickets over Auckland in this one. Auckland gave them a target of 146 that the Wellington ladies caught with 1 ball to spare. So it was an exciting match, but congratulations to the Wellington ladies beating Auckland in the women's Super Smash there. All right. I think it is a good time to take a short break. But before we do, I got to tell you about, I told you what you missed yesterday. Let me tell you about what you can't miss today. Luminous is kicking off its 2026 tour right here in Dallas with an exclusive International Designers Trunk Show with over 100 international designers from all over, from India, Pakistan, UK, and Dubai. Meet the designers and discover their newest collections. Discover the newest collections, statement pieces, bridal looks, and limited edition designs. This is happening today, starting at noon, goes on until 7 p.m. at the Plano Event Center. Free admission, free parking. What more can you ask for? Refresh your wardrobe with the latest trends and meet the designers in person as you experience a day filled with fashion, style, and glamour. All right, friends. With that, we're going to take our first break. A few words from our sponsors, and we'll be right back right here on Radio Azad with more Sports Spotlight with your host, Rizwan.
There it is. You can see it. Now, where does it